students. Today I am Kamal Kumar with Math Chapter 2 Polynomials of class 10. Today you will see what is polynomial. Already we have discussed and studied in class 9. So once again we will review this chapter and we will know more about this polynomial. And we will see how we will show in the graph this polynomial, how can we find the value and how can we find what kind of polynomial will be from the graph with the help of graph. So you say, first of all we will introduce the chapter. So polynomial means an algebraic expression with non-integral and non-negative power. Non-integral and non-negative means the powers should not be fraction. Suppose an example, 2x 1 by 2 plus 5. You can see power is in fraction. It means this is not a polynomial. So power should not be integral and power should not be negative. Means 3x minus 3 raised to power minus 3 plus 4x square, like that. So if the polynomial is like that, this is not a polynomial. If an expression is like that, this is not a polynomial, because polynomial means power should not be negative, power should not be fraction. It means what should be the form of polynomial? So the form of polynomial will be a n x raised to power n plus a n minus 1. N minus 1 means before this. Suppose x 5 raised to power 5x raised to power 5 plus 4x raised to power 4. You can see here the power is 5 and here power is 4. So you can see power is 1 less. So that is showing power 1 less. And minus 1 plus plus a1x plus a0. So this is the form of polynomial. So polynomial means an expression with non-negative and non-integral power. Now we have to understand what type of polynomials are there according to degree. According to degree, what type of polynomials are there? You see, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, and biquadratic polynomial. So these are the types of polynomial according to degree. So linear polynomial means 4x plus 5. Fx equal to 4x plus 5. So you can see the degree of this polynomial is 1. So linear polynomial means the degree of the polynomial will be 1. And you know that what is the degree of the polynomial? Already we have discussed in class 9. So if you want to know, then you see, if a polynomial is 5x raised to power 4 plus 3x cube plus 4x square plus 5x plus 7. So you can see this is a polynomial and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms are there, and this term is with highest power. This term is with highest power. So this highest power is called degree of this polynomial. So degree of the polynomial means the polynomial with the highest power. The term with the highest power, that power is called degree of that particular polynomial. So here you can see the degree of the polynomial is 1. Okay. Next, quadratic polynomial. Polynomial with variable x and x square plus 5x plus 3. So degree of this polynomial is 2, means quadratic polynomial will in quadratic polynomial the degree will be 2. Like that in cubic polynomial degree will be 3, x cube plus 4x square plus 3x plus 5. And by quadratic polynomial the degree will be 4, x raised to power 4 plus 5 x cube plus 3. So you can see the degree of this polynomial is 4. It means this is by quadratic polynomial. By means 2 and quadratic means square. Means 2 times square. 2 to the 4 means the degree is 4. Now graphically how will you understand linear polynomial? If you will draw the graph of linear polynomial, it will intersect x-axis at a point, at one point, and the line will be straight. That's why it is called linear polynomial. Line will be straight. So that's why it is called linear polynomial. Straight line. Straight line. Quadratic polynomial, the line you will get curve and it will intersect x-axis at 2 points. The line will be curved and it will intersect x-axis at 2 points. It means the value of that polynomial, quadratic polynomial, means value of that quadratic polynomial will be 2. Means 0 of that quadratic polynomial will be 2. 0 of the linear polynomial will be 1. So according to degree, we will get their values, number of values also. If the degree is 1, the value of that polynomial we will get 1. If the degree is 2, we will get the value 2. If the degree is 3, we will get the value 3. And if degree is 4, we will get value 4. Like that, cubic polynomial. In cubic polynomial, it will intersect x-axis at 3 points. You can see 1, 2, 3. It can be negative or positive, no problem, but it will intersect at 2 points. So by this graph you can understand this shows cubic polynomial. This graph shows cubic polynomial. By quadratic polynomial means it will intersect x-axis, the line, curve line, the line will be curved and it will intersect x-axis at 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by this graph you can understand this shows by quadratic polynomial. So understand once again, if the line intersect x-axis at a point, means 1 point, it means the value of that linear polynomial is 1. And by this graph you can say this shows the linear polynomial. If the line intersect the x-axis at 2 points and the line is curved, then you can say that is quadratic polynomial. And if the line intersect x-axis at 3 points, then you can say this is cubic polynomial. And if the line intersect x-axis at 4 points, then you can say this is biquadratic polynomial. So with the graph, with the help of graph, we can understand what type of polynomials are there. And one more question can be raised, means if the line does not intersect any point of x-axis, then what type of polynomial will be there? If the line does not intersect x-axis at any point, it means that polynomial is constant polynomial. Constant polynomial. Understand? Means constant polynomial means there is no value and that is the numerical figure. That polynomial is numerical figure. So there is no any variable. Without variable, that is. That's why it is called constant polynomial. So understand, children, what type of polynomials, means types of polynomials and what is polynomial, and you understood. We will see some examples. Okay, children, see one value of a polynomial 1 and another is 0 of a polynomial. What is value of a polynomial and what is 0 of a polynomial? Value of a polynomial, if a polynomial is fx, means polynomial is fx, polynomial with variable x. It means polynomial is variable x. So if a polynomial is fx and alpha is a real number, this is a real number. If this polynomial fx replaced by, means this x is replaced by alpha in fx, then we get a value. So that's why it is called value of a polynomial. Means f alpha equal to something will come. So this value is called value of a polynomial. Another 0 of a polynomial. If a polynomial is fx and when you replace this x by alpha, it gives 0. It gives 0. That's why this alpha is called 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial. Understand? Value of a polynomial and what is 0 of a polynomial. If this x replaced by alpha and we get some value, so that value is called value of a polynomial with x equal to alpha. And if any polynomial replaced by alpha, means x replaced by alpha, then the value gives 0. That's why this alpha is called 0 of that polynomial. So you understood what is 0 of the polynomial and what is value of a polynomial. Okay, children, now you see relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. So what is the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial? Let's see. First of all, we have to understand what is the form of quadratic polynomial. So form of quadratic polynomial will be fx equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic means degree 2, power 2. You can see ax square plus bx plus c. This is the quadratic polynomial where a, b and c are real numbers. Where a, b and c are real numbers, and one more condition is there: a should not be equal to 0. A should not be equal to 0. Why a should not be equal to 0? If a is 0, then what will be the polynomial? If a is 0, then the polynomial will be 0 plus bx plus c, finally bx plus c. And you know that bx plus c, this is the linear polynomial. It means b and c can be 0, but this term, where is the square, that term should not be 0. Now we will see the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Let alpha and beta be the zeros of the polynomial polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Let alpha and beta be the zeros of the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Because this is the quadratic polynomial, that's why number of zeros will be 2, and we supposed alpha and beta. Okay? Then what will be x minus alpha and x minus beta must be the factors must be the factors. Therefore x minus alpha and x minus beta must be the factors of this polynomial. If x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of this polynomial, then therefore what will be ax square plus bx plus c equal to x minus alpha into x minus beta, and here k into x minus alpha into x minus beta will be enough, because x minus alpha and x minus beta are the zeros factors. So here k is constant. So what will be k? Now we'll multiply, we'll find the product of these two factors. Then what will we get? By x x minus beta, and again by minus alpha x minus beta. Then what will be k x square minus beta x minus alpha x plus alpha into beta. Then what will be k into x square. From these two we can take x common. Then what will be minus alpha plus beta, x common, plus alpha into beta. Then when you multiply with k, then what you are getting? Kx square minus k into alpha plus beta x plus k alpha into beta. Now you can see ax square, kx square, bx, k into alpha plus beta x, and c is the constant part, and this is alpha into beta constant part, because alpha and beta are the zeros. We have supposed alpha and beta be the zeros of this polynomial. So these two are real numbers. So then what will be? Now we'll compare both sides. We'll compare both sides with the like terms. So what you will write? On comparing both sides by like terms, we have ax square equal to kx square first. Second, bx equal to minus k into alpha plus beta x. Next, third, c equal to k alpha into beta. This is x square gone. Therefore, a equal to k. Here a equal to k means value of k is a, so we can replace this k by a. Then we will get both sides x gone. B equal to minus A into alpha plus beta. Finally, therefore, alpha plus beta equal to this minus A will bring this side, then what will get? Minus B by A. And here C equal to this K also will be replaced by A, then A alpha into beta, therefore alpha into beta equal to C by A. Then now you see what did we get? Alpha plus beta equal to minus B upon A and alpha into beta C upon A. What it means? It means sum of 0, because alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial. So sum of 0 minus B upon A means minus B means this B is coefficient of x. So sum of zeros equal to minus coefficient of x by A is coefficient of x square. Product of zeros equal to C. What is C? C is constant part. So constant term upon coefficient of x square. So this is the relation between the zeros of the polynomial. And with this relation we can find, suppose two zeros are given and it will be asked to find form the polynomial, then how you will form the polynomial. So there is one structure of that. Fx equal to formation of the polynomial. Fx equal to x square x square, here this is x square, after that the minus, here will be alpha plus beta means sum of 0 into x, and you can see this is alpha into beta plus alpha into beta. Means if the two zeros of the polynomial is given, then we can form the quadratic polynomial with the help of zeros. And if you put in this structure, you will get the quadratic polynomial. So this is, in next class we will see the relationship between the coefficient and zeros of cubic polynomial. Okay, thank you.